Yes, welcome everybody once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is the ESEA match. We're watching NoPracticeOnlyDreams versus Vice. They're both 8-0 in this ladder, so this is an enormous game. I've wanted to do this since last night. We didn't get a chance to. We'll do it tonight. My name is Don MEGAAA. Next to me in the casting booth, we have Byza. Guys, I'm going to run through this a little bit for us. We've just seen knife round. We're about to start in a second, but they're both 8-0, right? So next to them on this open ladder, we've got Fire Up, who went down to Tainted. They're 8-1, right? They've played 9 games. Fractic went down to Sif. Sif went down to Mad 5. They're 8-1 and 9-1 respectively. And Mad 5 are only 7-2. And they've lost to Vice here. So you can see how it's all a bit incestuous. And most teams have only lost to teams in the top 10. These teams are very, very similar in their skill level. And I've really been excited for this.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this match tonight. Both equally frag-hungry teams. And we do say that we are in round 1. Pistols going. Yokota getting the 2 frags and picking back up for no practice is Glib on the last one. Just even the frags out. Bomb heading into the B bomb site now being planted by Destruction. That goes down. And now Vice Gaming have to come back in for this retake, Dom.
Yeah, we're looking at Liazz. He's firing a bit of through the smoke. He does end up picking Destruction and frequently come and watch that connector area take down Vegemite. You can hear a little bit of a he's firing. He's only got 6 health. He heard the tickle and it has been diffused. Sonic's been able to. Has he been able to? Yes, he's been able to touch Glib enough. 6 health he was on. And boys, can I just say, it's so funny to try and hear you say NoPracticeOnlyDream names. Destruction, Steven, Zonia, Benjamin, and Glib. They're such funny names.
I'll tell you what, mate. You're personally having a little giggle at this over me, and probably the whole world tonight is probably gonna have a giggle over it because I absolutely suck with names. The harder, the worse for me. You guys do it on purpose, don't you?
Oh, the connector push, Vice J. 1, 2, 3, Benjamin, Steven, and Destruction all going down to the man sitting on the stairwell. They're not going to be pushing there anytime soon. Sonic is coming up the rear, but now we've got Zonia, the last one left. He only has the pistol. He's going very, very slowly. Has to take out 4 of them, as well as Vice J, who took out 3 of his own team members. He's looking down to what connection Vice J was. He wants the response. Vice J only on 12. He's going to round the corner. Zonia will get him. He's being shot through the door. He ends up picking up one of their guns. That doesn't do him any good, I should say. It doesn't do them any well. That's not very good English at all, boys.
Nah, not at all. Vice.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. Vice Gaming doing very well on the early rounds of this map. We're on overpass, ladies and gentlemen. They're up 2 rounds. Got charge of the anti-eco rounds. However, the bomb is being planted, so NoPracticeOnlyDreams AU, I'll say it right, have a full set of AKs Don MEGAAA, and it's interesting to see just sitting with Infrequent. I'm already stuffing it up with the M4 to a double stack on restrooms. So I'm a fairly noob to this map as well, ladies and gentlemen. But it'll be interesting to see Vice Gaming, how they hold and how they stack. Very, very important for them to pick up early rounds to hold off some the T pushes. It will get them really, really well entrenched into this match, Don.
Yeah, you do sacrifice Vice J when you do that sort of thing. So you get to see the little glitch spot through the wall, but you do sacrifice a player in doing so. So is it really worth it? You left the whole area open. Well, we are seeing some smoke, some nicotine over on the east side. Liazz is taking down the people as they come in. He's also there firing through the wall. He'll get another one on Benji. Might poke him too far around the corner. He'll play no further part in the round. Now poking out a little bit more. There's flashes going off, but there doesn't seem to be anyone there that they can pick up at the moment. So they're going to hightail it a little bit back into this corner. The Liazz is still looking through the piping area, wanting to pick up. They do push to A. They're going the long way, and they'll pick up Vice J. using the smoke as a nice bit of cover for the fire. Sonic and Infrequent. Sonic with the 2. Liazz will come up through the piping there, and Glib will be the last one left. And he'll push too far, too hard, too soon, and he'll get taken down by Liazz, who Byza had a nice position next to that truck. Baz, what the hell?
Call me whatever you want to call me, mate. You're just as bad as I am.
I'm doing what you do with the names.
Byza Gaming, very, very, very aggressive hold in construction of the B bomb site. So they definitely called that no practice was not going to head into B. They're going to work through A, and very aggressive, getting early picks in that hut squeaky section, and saying that they have pushed the connector, and they're going to play aggressive there as no practice are heading out into the playground upper park. They're going to work that long section. It's going to be a full push with the Tech 9s. It's just a matter of time before they one diverts, and that is Glib. So let's head to the front man, Benji Might. He pushes in, first frag. Stephen helps them out with that. They get into that side. The nades come in. They pick up the second one as Destruction picks up that one. And the flash comes in as the rotators are coming in from Byza Gaming, pushing at the back of A. Bomb goes down. Stephen sees one. He picks one. Zonya gets the second AK. One left in oh, jeez! Kyoto! I was going to say Yoto. Oh, whatever, he'll love it tonight. AK in hand, clutching round for him. He's got 2 to take. Destruction and Zonya holding the site for no practice. He gets flashed out. He now knows there's one at truck. He's getting banged at the back of the site.
He doesn't have much time. What's he going to do?
No, he's got to retreat.
He's got to run away. He knows that they're both on very low health. He's going to round the corner, but he doesn't pick up Destruction. He knew that Byza. He knew that they were low health. He really wanted the picks to ruin their economy. He didn't get them. That'll be 3-1 goes the scoreboard here. So still early in the piece. We look like we have a bit of a mixed buy. No, I think they're all going AKs. It's fine.
It'll be interesting to see when the AWP comes out, maybe probably mid-game, a bit of money saving, see if they can get some money in the packets. Now, that last round, he probably should have just pushed him. He was going to sit there. There was not enough time on that bomb. Should have really been a push.
I don't know why he sat there. He knew that they were tagged. He knew that they were heavy tagged. So, I mean, why you'd sit there, I really don't know. You had no time anyway.
No, not at all. And we're talking about Byza Gaming. We did watch Unknown Individuals and Jam Gaming play this map last night, and they were really not aggressive on holding. Byza Gaming, vice versa. They're absolutely very aggressive in how they hold this map, and no practice. They do not want to be pushing into anything that's going to get them into a hairy situation. Saying that Vice in J picks up a Destruction in the first frag kill with his pistol, does get returned by Glib. Now they're pushing into that connector, into the long section. Pod just flashed out with the bomb. Infrequent pushing back into A. I'll say it right sooner or later, guys. Sonic just sitting in the lower park hut section. Now they're pushing into A bomb site. Molotov's out, smokes, go. Steven takes the first one into Sonic. Infrequent and gets one onto Glib. Slowly working the side here. They really... Wow. I'm a bit baffled by that. They got in and they really slowly worked it. And Byza Gaming just straight, nah, I don't care, we're coming in, we're going to frag you with all the bullets we've got and see you later. We're having no momentum and we're going to make you eco this round.
Well, it's interesting that the CTs had the mid hold, so they could go either way, really. You'd expect them to sort of stay back at the map and run through Heaven area, but they didn't end up doing that, and that's what I think threw the T's through a little bit of a spin. You can see them now on the rollout, very heavy towards B. It just switched to zone, and you can see all the fire, all the smoke coming through. So it's going to be interesting to see if they get through there, because there hasn't been a very fast rush from them so far. Not as fast as you'd expect, but the first one. Oh my God! Liazz with the nade! What the damn hell was that? 1, 2, 3 with the nade! Holy crap!
I was sitting on the camera mode and I saw the first frag come out. He pulls out the nade and lobs it into the canal, and all of them just gone boom. Kapooey, see you later.
Oh my God, that made the best sound. But that little nade sound, and you get someone with the nade, it goes. But that when the three went, God, that was a fantastic sound. So we're in the 7th round now. No Practice Only Dreams has only one round. They haven't lost a match yet.
No, they haven't, and they're really taking advantage of the CT side, pushing the hardcore upper park and picking up a couple of early frags. Zonia and Benjamin just not benefiting from their push. Really going to make a half of no practice to get into this match if they can't get the guns and frags, at least pick up a couple of rounds, Don.
Yeah, we've got a sort of slow mid push. We've got the bomb in the hands of Glib. He's right at the back. He doesn't really want to move. He's trying to check their butthole to see if they're going to get flanked. Destruction and Steven still moving through this toilet area. Is Glib down? Are we going for a rotator? Looks like we are. We do have a couple of boys at B, so they're not then as easy as they think it is, guys. Moving in now. We're watching Steven going up through the smoke. He's only got the deagle in hand. He's going to run a little bit of fire from heaven. Fires back. Once again, comes in from the side. Yoto 1, Yoto 2, and Liazz comes in, stopping him getting the 3. Liazz rounding the corner, and that'll be another round for Vice Gaming here, guys. The No Practice Only Dreams seems to be punishing a little bit that they're on the T side. They don't seem to be working in unison as well as you'd expect them to be.
Yeah, not doing so well. I think the call comes, one goes, and the rest don't really follow as quickly as they should. It'd be interesting to see how they play the rest of it out. It was a really good hold by Vice Gaming. One sitting up in the heaven section and one in the canal. Both had view of that short entry point from construction and absolutely dominated that. Now we're in round 8 here, ladies and gentlemen. They are being quite aggressive into construction too, holding outside the now a tunnel. They do get a couple of flashes in, so now setting out, pushing out. The first one goes. That's Kyoto, gets one on Steven, now pushing. Zonia gets the return. Molotov is set at the box, so Liazz has to chill out. But in saying that, he gets two big frags. Destruction picks up Sonic. Liazz gets the third. Can he get the quaddie here and finish off Glib? Where is that man? He's just sitting back at the tunnel. He's going to slowly... 5 HP, and I think Liazz is waiting for him. He's going to wait. Trinket might sneak in the frag, and he does. He picks up the quaddie. Big round from Vice Gaming. A big stop, considering that was No Practice Only Dreams. AU, AK buy-up. That is, it's not doing much for them, is it, Don?
Liazz is having a pretty fantastic game. Let's be honest. 15-1 is his score on the board already. That's with the nade, that's with the quad round. So he's having an absolute fantastic couple of rounds. It's the 9th round we're heading into. No Practice Only Dreams only has one. We're looking at quite a fast A rollout, if I may say so myself. They haven't pushed this fast for, I think, the entire game, so it'll be very interesting. We can see them all forward now, rounding the corner. Benjamin also around the corner. Lily down, one in frequent 2. The Vice J with the 1, the Vice J with the 2. There's one more left in the former Zonia. He's hiding back in the they push up and get taken down by infrequent. Obviously, listening to the comms very well there. That round took... I think it was that under 30 seconds, guys? That was an extremely quick round. Pushed in, didn't have a buy, had to do something a little bit different, and it didn't exactly work the way you'd hope.
Yeah, one of the Vice Gaming players just sitting at the upper park worked around into the bathroom connector and got the anal when the guys were pushing the restrooms into sight. So they didn't cover their ass, and that's the big problem when you go to win a full push. You just want to go straight and get the plant down, but they really got to be wary of the anal points because this map is so open and it's so you know, excuse all the rude words, but yeah, you can totally get anal very quickly from any point of view of the map if you don't watch your back.
Yeah, it's a good map for rotating. On the CT side, we see Liazz doing the quick jump, watching firing through the wall, trying to hit one of the opposition players to find out if they're poking or not. Glib around the corner. He's looking at Bin. He's next to Destruction. And we're looking at a slow A push, and when I say slow, they haven't found Vice J around the corner, so it's going to be interesting to see who sees who first. Vice J only has to turn a couple of meters away. Infrequent will take him down though. Infrequent with another nice one. Infrequent with another shot. Doesn't make the connection. Vice is there though. He'll turn around to Steven. He'll turn around to Sonia in response. Bullets flying everywhere. Liazz is over the other side of the truck. Now Benjamin is the last one left for his team, kind of wondering what the hell just happened. There's one to the left of me, one to the right, and here I am stuck in the middle, getting shot at by the scope. And Vice J will take him out. I don't know if we violated copyright by saying that, but anyway, that's 9-1 going the scores on the scoreboard here. Liazz has the 15-1. The other players of the team rounding it out, 11, 10, and 9 here, guys. Sonic making the entry into the scoreboard with the 4.
The biggest problem for No Practice Only is their fragging right now is very low. Steven's probably the only one holding enough for them. They've got 4 players pretty much on 4 frags only, Don.
Yeah, and they've lost the last 6 rounds, so you do have the weapon momentum that comes with that they have to battle uphill against now. And another B push, they've been shut down here a few times, so you really wonder what they're going to do different on B that's going to get them into this. Kyoto, Liazz are both sitting there. Liazz is doing the trick. One player, he's been tagged very heavily through the wall. Kyoto now pushing up through the pipe. He gets Steven in the head. Vegemite will return on him though. He's trying to turn around, runs into Zonia. Zonia isn't all that confident. Pushing in, does anyway. Finds in heaven. Vegemite will pick up the frag. Liazz, he's coming around the corner. Zonia will get another one. Vice J pushing out of this Scorpio. It's all happening now, and Frequent's going to turn the corner. He's looking towards the gonna get him. Yes, he does. It's Zonia. He's gone down. He goes one in pit, and he gets him as well. Benjamite will go down. He doesn't get the defuse though. Vice J beats him to it. I guess he needs the points on the board. Well, he doesn't really. He doesn't need the points on the board. 30 is what he has. So that'll push 10-1. Go the scores. The last 7 rounds are in the hands of the Vice Gaming boys here, boys.
It seems like too much momentum to be stopping now. Lots of money. Over 10k for most of the boys. Sonic probably just buying out, probably the only one dying too many times for the round. But No Practice Only Dreams AU, their strats working into these bomb sites, not really that great, are they?
No, they're not. It doesn't really seem like we're having any entry fraggers very early whatsoever, so they can't exactly get in there. Liazz with the one. He's got the fire. Sonic will take one down as well. Donnie's been able to push in. He'll take the Sonic down and gets rid. Kyoto's been fire through the corner, around the corner, I should say, at the bomb plant. He'll pick up the 2 in the form of the destruction. Zonia now hasn't realised he's there. He's still going to jump down. It's frequent. He does. He drops the orb. Kyoto's only on 7 health. He's going to put around the corner or just stand there. Zonia has a lot of work to do on his hands. He'll get fired from left, fired from the right, and he will go down. Kyoto only on the 7 health. Manages to keep himself alive and the round. That'll go to 11. The last few rounds, I should say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds, boys. 8 rounds in a row for Vice Gaming. This is a momentum that is extremely hard to stop unless you do something drastic.
Well, considering this round, they've got 2 Tech 9ers and 3 AKs, so there are some. There's a point to buy up as much as you can and try and frag as much as you can. Saying that they're gonna not push at all, they're gonna chill out at playground and see if they can get anything. Vice J and Infrequent just holding a very tight upper park section, and Benjamin just holding down on that squeaky door. In saying that, Kyoto, he's there for a frag if he pops his head. So something might happen there as a flash and a couple of smokes set up this A bomb site. They're slowly going to work this. 1 minute and 5 seconds ticking on the clock. Probably the person to watch is Liazz. He has gone all the way around and he is walking his way to the back, and he might even get Benjamin. No, Benjamin picks them up. So picking up the anal, as I was talking before, they needed to watch their back, and they've done that. Infrequent gets the frag with the AK. J on to destruction. They're working, well, they're trying to work. The CTs are holding very well. That's Vice Gaming, and the A bomb site. Bomb is dropped in the restrooms. Glib's probably going to go pick this up now. Benjamin, another big frag onto J. So he's just got 2 for this round. very important for him to frag a couple more, but they need to stay away from the AWP that is infrequent, because he's doing absolutely crazy things for it right now. Steven does pick him up, so AWP it down. The spray comes out. Benjamin gets it, finally picking up this site. It's leaving one left in Gyoto to come and take this. He pushes from the bathrooms. Bomb goes down. The terrors set out, and just to chill out, Glib with the AWP. Benjamin with the AK, and Steven finishes it off. So second round, no practice, only dreams AU. Something they've been dreaming from for a very long time. They've got it, but I think it may be a bit too late for them. They've only got 2 rounds. We're in round 14. 2 more to go here, Don.
Yeah, we have to mention that though we are doing a replay, we don't know the score, so we haven't figured out who is winning or who has won the game. I should mention though that Destruction has bought an AWP. I think this is the first time we've seen an AWP on the T sides that hasn't been picked up from the ground. Around the corner, Steven with the one. He will get replied on. Benjamin will pick him up though, as we see the boys now making a slow sort of B push. Are we going to move around the corner? Are we not going to move around the corner? Destruction will have a bit of a reconnect. That'll be fine for him. Jay moves through the connector area. He will pick up Zonia moving too slow. Benjamin around the corner, trying to get the flag on his friend. He will get advice, Jay. That'll pick him up. That's a nice little 2-on-2 that he set himself up for now. Glib is where is Glib? He's moving through the playground. Moving through the playground. Why the hell is he over there in the playground?
He's been sitting in that hut playground for a while, waiting for a push from Infrequent from A, and it has been waiting for it. So there's no real call, Don.
He's got the bomb. I realise that you have to protect it at all costs, but there's no reason to sit there for 1.5 minutes while the time ticks by and your friends are dying. Anyway, nevertheless, he has Benjamin by his side. Benjamin's more likely to run in than Glib is, so Benjamin is the man that we follow. He will run in, get done by Infrequent. Glib has to deal with him, and he won't be able to. Infrequent will take the double, and he will push his score to a nice little 14. And the round tally to 12 versus 2. 10 rounds they have over the No Practice Only Dreams. You would say at this early stage, I have a feeling that Vice Gaming are going to win here, guys. That'll put them at 8-0 already. They're at 9-0 after this game. I mean, do they become untouchable?
Big.
Do they become untouchable when they get that big?
Any team's beatable. It just depends on the given day and what maps you play. Some teams might not have good T strats. They might have a really good CT hold. You don't know. We're only in the first half, so we don't know how Vice Gaming will go with the Ts. They might be absolutely pathetic, and No Practice might have really strong crossfires. In saying that, their T side, it's not strong. Their pushes and their smokes flashes, even into the B bomb site, not doing much. They're not working fast enough. Entry fraggers, none. Well, they probably do have entry frag guys, but they're not picking up tonight, you know. And even when they did get the frags, like Benjamin in that last round, he picked up 2 in the construction area, and the boys had 3 left, and it was like that should have been the call straight then and there to either rotate, go A, smash A for a short, or hit B through the canal and smash through and get that bomb plant. What they did is they just kept picking and waiting and waiting and waiting, and what it does is gives Vice Gaming the momentum to set up their lines, chill out, and just wait for them. And that's what happened. You know, you had the AWPer in Infrequent just sit at the A bomb site, just waiting for Benjamin to pop his head over. Does one, steps out, finishes the round off. Vice Gaming get another easy win. It's the story of the night, you know.
Yeah. The other thing too is, how do you tell a player that they're not performing like they should be? I mean, Glib 4 for 13. That's not good enough against a team like this. Liazz has 18 frags. Glib has only 4. It's meager. It's a fraction. It's not good enough, especially when you're, I mean, sitting in park the entire time. You do really need to push. You can't be sitting in park for that long. You need to push into somewhere. You need to get to a bomb site. It's not, you can't just sit there for hours and hours on end while the team is all the way over the other side of the map.
I'll just put a little bit of defense in there of Glib. His team hadn't pushed the outer bomb site. They were sitting back waiting for pushes for CTs. So how is he meant to work into the bomb site when those guys are still holding because there's no rotation being caused? He'll just get fragged really easy.
That's the other thing too. The rotation from these boys seems to be so on point. Like you know, if they see 4 people, they won't rotate all of their players. They'll keep them over towards the A area or the B area because they know that there's going to be more players, or maybe even a sneaky plant on the other bomb site from these terrorists that have split up. All 4 guys go one way, one guy goes the other, which was the case in that round. So you really do have to wonder whether Vice Gaming have some sort of, you know, like, you know, they can predict stuff like this.
Yeah, well, you know, the fact that they played really, really aggressive at the start, got the first anti-eco rounds and took the bit of the advantage, really got them in steed to go, right, we can continue to do this because No Practice are not pushing us. They're not making us suffer. You know, let's say if No Practice go, right, we know they're going to play tight and push up. We're going to push up and get the early pick. Vice Gaming would retreat a lot and they'll do a lot of rotational work, but because they're quite aggressive, they don't have to rotate back and forth between site. They can work the sites and hold on. In saying that, we do get our 5th player joining back in, and that's Destruction as he dropped out for a couple of minutes. Yeah, big welcome back to you, mate. Just delaying the inevitable to the half, I believe. I think he somehow they might get some momentum out of this, but there are 4 Tech 9s, 1 AK. That's Benjamin, and the first frag goes out. Jay onto Steven, Infrequent onto Zonya, and quickly NoPracticeOnlyDreams are pushing down. Yeah, a double by the AWP from Infrequent, Don.
Yeah, we've got in Destruction and Glib, and Glib chilling out in the color. It's Destruction. These 2 players are the lowest fraggers on their team, so you wouldn't expect them to be able to take down all 5 of these players. That would be more kills in one round that they've had all game combined, so that is a big ask. Oh, well, it's not actually but that is a big ask from the last. Glib will round the corner. Vice J will pick him up. Destruction's going the exact same way. About to meet the exact same range. Very heavily. He doesn't have the range with the Tech 9. Vice J will take him down. That'll be the half, and we're going into the half 13 for 2 on this scoreboard. This is a big climb back for No Practice.
How do they play this? How do they play this, Don? Like, do they go aggressive or do they be, you know, hold right back?
Well, Vice Gaming are going to be aggressive. They're the ones that are going to be the aggressors because they know that they can outshoot and outplay NoPracticeOnlyDreams. So you're going to be very aggressive when you know that. So the teamwork you would think they have to get this far. So they're going to be very aggressive. Take the B bomb site first off. Is that what you're doing on all 5 B bomb site? If they don't go there, you've got a hard rotate to A. But I would be stacking this bomb site quite heavily.
Yeah, I would say the B bomb site's the quickest entry point for the 2 sides to get into. I believe a 4 stack on the pistol round's probably really sufficient. Have your best player sitting at A in the most ninja position and just popping off as he sees one. Call the rotation. You know, it'd be interesting to see how they go.
Yeah, I'm not. Are we still in the? I think we are. That's
We're still mucking around.
Yeah. Okay. So we're still waiting for. Who are we waiting for? One of the Vice guys. We might just
Destruction, is it? No, he's back.
It's one of the. We might actually pick up the social medias as where we like and where we want you to be able to find us. So on the board, here we are. We're at Gamestah Media on YouTube, we're at Gamestah on Facebook, at Gamestah on Twitter, www.gamestah.com on the website there, and I believe, guys, that this is the actual round. I'm not exactly sure that Vice are playing with. Are they really playing with 4 players? Like, is this?
Nah.
I mean, the bomb's gone down.
Nah, they've got AKs. Oh, is it?
Interesting. Anyway, so that's.
Nah, it's not upgrading. So yeah, they got full K money as well. So now we're still waiting on that 5th to come back for Vice Gaming. A little bit of dropout issues tonight for both teams on.
It's a bit unfortunate, but that's. I mean, playing online, that's what you do. You've got to get. As well as yourself, cheat that you have to deal with. People's connections dropping out. You know, this is the sort of stuff that you have to deal with sometimes on these games. So I must admit too, both teams only have 5 on their list. Like, it's not, you know, better teams have less players. They rely on less people. So when you have a list, like NoPracticeOnlyDreams only has Benjamite, Steven, Destruction, Zonia, and Gleb. They're the only ones that they have. And Vice only has Liazz, Kyoto, and Frequent, and who's the other one? Vice, Kyoto, and Jay. Jay's the other one. So they've only got 5 people on each team here, boys.
Yeah, they do. And sorry, mate, forgive me. When is he coming back, and how long? I was just looking at something on social media. Don't catch me out, man. Yeah, noob me. I do have Twitter, boys. If you want to hit me up, Byza1989. I rarely use it, but somehow I believe if we're going to get any bigger, I'm going to have to start using it, Don.
Yeah, so I've got a little thing on the screen now. You can't see this, boys, but of course I can. So at Don Mega with 3 A's is what you're seeing on your screen now in the lower right-hand corner, and at Byza 1989 is
or 1989, whatever.
1989. That's what we're looking at. So that's where you can catch us on the social medias. I'm just wondering whether it is important for us to take a quick break, and probably not important, but we're going to do it anyway. We won't.
Well, what we might do is, I don't know, if you want to take a quick break and we can get to the next round. And we'll come back in the next round.
Alright, let's do that then. We're going to take a quick break, and we will come back for the next round. That wasn't very long. In terms of waiting, that wasn't very long. My name's Don Mega, this is Byza. We're, of course, back with the game NoPracticeOnlyDreams AU versus Vice Gaming. And I have to say, that big title of its clan name is quite annoying. NoPracticeOnlyDreams on the defensive at the moment. They're going for quite a heavy B stack here, Byza, as I kind of thought they would.
Now they're just pushing to the unders down to Squeaky. Did make a bit of noise and heading out into the lower park section. So they're doing a little small around the world, trying to cash out to see if there's any ninjas that do work the A bomb site. Liazz gets the first onto Glib, and the second coming as I'm flashed out. That believe Jay gets that one. Bomb goes down. Vice Gaming in the advantage. As we predicted, a hard push to really stack together. Liazz goes 2, gets a triple for the round, and Sonic finishes it off. Vice Gaming pick up the 14th round for this game. First for the second half, Don. And they're only 2 rounds away from this. NoPracticeOnlyDreams AU. They've got to buy now, and they've got to do something very big to get back into this match.
Yeah, they have to change their strategies, I think, and they're relying on 2 people that just aren't able to perform. Destruction and Glib are obviously not performing up to the standards that you would want them to be. It must be something to do with the map or the people that they're facing. Sometimes you can freak yourself out. At these higher tiered games, you can get a little bit struck. As we're watching PTs, very important push here for them. This will bring them to the tie. To the game winning game. Realising that all of the CTs are one of them, they're going to get pushed from the other side, and they have to be quick and ready for it. Watching Vice Chain move in, we've got a lot of the players. Sonic is the one that we're watching now, pushing up through the ladder room. He'll get Destruction. A very nice little pick up from him. A couple of tags. Benjamite is getting very heavily tagged. CTs are dropping like dog biscuits onto the floor. Benjamite looking at that 13 health, very precarious for him. He doesn't want to push in too fast. Zonia over there and Glib as well. We're hearing the bomb tick down. We're just going to let it tick down. 4, even though there's 3 of us, there's not enough time. We were in mid, we didn't move fast enough, and unfortunately for us, we lost the round. Vice Gaming don't mind that at all. 15, they're 1 away from winning. This is, I'm going to call it now, boys. Vice Gaming are going to win. They're going to be 9-0 on the leaderboard. I'm calling
well,
it now.
the fact that No Practice didn't do anything, didn't even push into the site, was just proof enough that they've capitulated and given this game up. It's nothing. In saying that they do decide to do a little bit of a B push and a sort of B stack. They do work in the construction and Vice. Oh wow, frags go. Jay picks up the last with the AK. And it looks like we do have 4 for Vice Gaming and 2 for No Practice left. Glib and Destruction. God, I'm going to have to do some frags just even to stay alive. Just even finish this game off. Bomb goes down. Destruction. Can he pick up the frag? Possibly not. Spraying out. Liazz picks up the final. The GGs go out. We're 16-2 on the scoreboard in favour of Vice Gaming. That is it, Don Mega.
Yeah, we got dropped from that pretty quickly. We couldn't even tell you the rounds, the score, the player scores. But unfortunate the way it ended, guys. I'm not happy with the fact that we see these guys. We want them to do well. You know, they're both 8-zip, and it just nothing comes of it. We can't make the connection for them.
Yeah, No Practice was on the back foot for the whole day. They really needed to come together on T side with the way they worked their strats, the flashes and the nades. Interesting to see there was no AWPer. Purely from the start, they were down from the anti-eco round, so they didn't have enough money to buy the AWP. If you're going to win games and you're going to win games well, you need a dedicated AWPer that can pick well, because those are entry frags sometimes, and they're also frags that cause rotations and cause teams on a bit of panic. So if you don't have an AWPer, I've watched a couple games these last, and I've watched the teams play with a full AK set or a full M4 set without an AWP. It only gets you so far in the match. The AWP is a big pivotal thing, and you need a good player to do it. So No Practice, Only Dreams. Got to go back to the board. They need to figure out what they need to do with this map. They are 8-0, but they're 8-1 now. There's a reason why they've got those 8 matches. So they just need to they really need to revisit this map and assess what went wrong. Maybe work out where they can put an AWPer and dedicate a couple eco rounds on T side. You only need 5 or 6, really, don't you?
Well, they didn't have enough money for an AWP for a lot of the time. The one AWP that they did get, I think, was dropped by infrequent. But what we can do, because this is a replay and not live, what I've done is pulled up the statistics on the screen here. So we do have the Liazz, and you can see with the 23 frags there, he only had 5 deaths, so they weren't able to lick him. They weren't able to get his number. Of course, the J with the 19 as well. That's going to be a massive problem that they have to deal with as well. These players are pretty good, and as you can see, the match awards, Liazz, most innings, Liazz, most deadly, most professional, they're all Liazz, and the Lemming awards, shortest innings, harmless, all of that sort of stuff goes to Steven and Destruction, because they were on 4 and Glib was on 4 as well. So
if I had to pick a player for each side that did well, I would say Benjamite for No Practice. Steven was a good frag, but Benjamite, he did start to step up in the end rounds. He just couldn't get the team over with the bomb plants. In Vice Gaming, it's pretty obvious that Liazz was also dominant, but their hold with Kyoto at the B bomb site, they dominated at CTs there.
They did. This was very fun. We're going to get out of here. We have been Gamestar Shoutcasting. My name is Don Mega. We've got the little thing rocking up on your screen now. Subscribe here if you are watching us on YouTube, which, let's be honest, you probably are. Gamestar Media is where you'll find us there. At Facebook, we are on Gamestar. That is all now good. I've got the Gamestar Facebook stuff rocking. The Twitters is at Gamestar, of course. Byza has won, and Byza
Gets
1989 for that sex machine at Don Mega with 3 A's is where you'll find me. www.gamestar.com. The big red button will be returning. Apart from that, if you want to get in contact with us, the social medias are there. Thank you very much, and good night.